Hello. Hopefully I should now actually be live rather than kind of live. I did some scheduling to see if I could go. I can schedule it and it does that lovely countdown clock, but I can never then get back into the place where I do the live from. But there we go. How are we all? Hey Bridget. Hello. Hey Kim. How are we? Have we been able to enjoy some of the sunshine today? At least the sun was shining. We're out in the garden for a bit today. Not doing lots, but just out in the garden. It was nice to get some sun on our faces. Let's expand that. It has been a lovely day, hasn't it? So, I thought, hello. So I will share this a little bit later as well. Just while people are popping on, I thought I would share a bit of an update for you. I've been getting my head around and my head together, the ability to share a little bit more online. I previously had been doing 4 face-to-face classes in a month and the coffee and the cards, and I wanted to have some way of still having that connection and people still having the opportunity to do some sort of face-to-face classes, but obviously not face-to-face. It will be online. So I've had a little run through with a previous event and it worked really well. So I'm just in the process of setting up April's classes and my coffee and a cards. So they are now published. They've literally just gone live on my website about 10 minutes ago. I'm busy kind of putting them all together and everything. So I am going to be doing coffee and a card every Friday from 10:30 till 11:30. There won't be any kits posted out for this initially. I'm going to see how it goes. It's going to be £5 for the month for the coffee and a cards. And the reason being is that I'm going to just be sharing and chatting and having some social connection on a Friday morning over a coffee. So you'll get the designs for the classes, but there won't be any product that goes out with those. So you'll be able to use your own stash and you'll be able to swap out and replace and change and kind of do different things with those designs. But more importantly, it will be through Zoom. So it will be face-to-face which means you can come along with your cuppa and chat to other like-minded people, and you've got that sort of schedule in your diary to come along on a Friday morning and join us from 10:30 till 11:30 to chat, and I will make a card and share a card with you. So you can sign up, and then what that will mean is you will then get put into, I'll send you a link to an exclusive Coffee and a Card Facebook group for April. And all the Facebook Lives and the Zooms and everything will all be in that group. And then the same for May. So there's going to be a May one as well. And then I'm just going to see how it goes. See how that works and see if people are enjoying it and see if people want to sign up to do that. The other thing that I'm doing is my classes. I'm going to be doing kits to go and an online version of my classes for the month. So April's class, and I know we're in April, but I'm going to move swiftly. We're going to be using To a Wild Rose. Now this is a stamp set from the main catalogue, but it's one that I haven't used a lot. It's one that I fell in love with and I haven't really used it. So I wanted to use To a Wild Rose. So that's what the April classes will be based on. Now there's going to be class 1 on a Friday evening and class 2 on a Saturday morning, and then repeated again on the Saturday evening. So if you wanted to, you could join for all 3 Zoom lives, and then the recording will be in the Facebook group. So there is an option for an online only, and there is options for kit to go, which means that you can craft along with me making the cards. Everything will be included in those kits: card bases, envelopes, ribbons, embellishments, die cuts, everything that you need. There just will be no stamped images, so you can either swap out with stuff that you've got for the actual stamped flowers, or you could pre-purchase the stamp set in advance of the class going live. So it's entirely up to you. Anyway, that's enough of my waffling to start with, but the details are on my website. So if you're interested in joining me for some live crafting and classes, I've got April's up at the moment. I'm about to post May's later this evening. So May's will be, yes, Kathleen, they will. So the class doesn't go, the class is, where's my bit of paper? Hold up. April. The first online class is the 17th. So if you signed up, you would have time to order that now. And the second class, using the same stamp set but different projects, so that you get more life out of that stamp set. So you're going to get to use it twice in 2 different ways. Is Saturday morning and then repeated Saturday evening on the 25th. So where are we now? The 6th. There's nearly 2 clear weeks to order the stamp set if you wanted to order it yourself, if you're a demo. If you want to order it through me, if you're a customer of mine, I can order that in advance for you. Let me know. Or you might want to do the class and then order it up. It's up to you. Order it afterwards. It's up to you. But the class will be Friday evening live on the 17th. Saturday morning the 25th, and Saturday evening the 25th will be a repeat of that Saturday morning. So that's the April classes, and then May will be the ornate style stamp set, and that will be the 15th and the 23rd of May. So again, time. I am going to use the dies, Kathleen, yes. So those are ordering kits to go. You won't necessarily need the dies at the moment, because I can die cut the pieces to come out with the class. However, obviously you could get them to be able to do your own bits. But yeah, if you're doing the online only version, yes, I will be using the dies, so for sure. So yeah, that's where I got to. It's taken a lot of brain power today just to figure that out. So anyway, enough waffling, let me make. So let me turn this over. I was inspired by, let me turn the camera over. Hey Paula. Hello to everyone joining. Sorry, I've been seeing your comments come up. I was trying not to get too distracted as I was kind of getting that information out. But what was I going to say? Yes, I was inspired by the TGIF challenge for rainbow. So I thought we'd have a play with some rainbow colours this evening. While I'm just grabbing my stamp set, just on the note of the classes, my kits to go, I've got class 1 and class 2 as separate amounts. They're £15 for each class. But if you buy both, there's a bundle and it's £25 for both classes, and both kits will be sent out at the same time. So you would need to purchase them at the start, if you see what I mean. Decide whether you want to do one or the other or both. Right, I am going to, I'm glad Kim's on here, because I am going to, I've been inspired by Kim's inking technique. So Kim shared a fab inking technique, and I'm going to do this on some butterflies. So I've got this idea in my head. I haven't actually lined this up, so I have no idea how this, I want to do the, you know, the hinging technique on the Stamparatus. So rather than freestyling it, I thought I'd actually try and line things up. Let's do, which way? So there, maybe there. Let's do the middle one first. So I'm going to do the middle. Kathleen says, oh goodness, a butterfly. It's that same butterfly. He's come out again. He's not left my desk yet. Right. So the nice thing about the Stamparatus is you can go again and get the colour darker. And then I'm going to step it down. Yes, that's a good distance. So I'm going to step it down once and then step it down again. I'm going for 9 on the page, and so one. Jacqueline said, you're not making me get this set because of this butterfly. I'm sure you could use the butterfly for sure. We can make another one. You've got the butterfly gala, haven't you? We could do the same card with the butterfly gala for sure. Let's move this down. I haven't really done this hinging technique. Certainly had a play around with it when I first got the Stamparatus, but not really since. There. Hey Heather. Then we'll hinge that down. And that one. So if you were making multiples of this, you could obviously stamp the one butterfly, say 10 times, then move it, put them all back in. So you would, rather than doing one layer at a time, if you catch my drift. So I've had a similar layout to this before with the punched butterflies. But yeah, it is easy with the Stamparatus, Tanya. Making sure you've got plenty of ink on, start in the middle, and then hinge it down, and you're good. So there you go. So that is our layout. And then here comes the fun bit. So this is a technique I learned from Kim, who is my lovely friend and lovely upline. Oh, I need to go back and read that comment, Fiona. I think I'm going to get completely lost. I've just seen something about a cat and chicken, and I need to read that properly. Right, okay, so you've got some disposable gloves, like so. I'm I'm going to chop off a finger. Oh, and then we're going to get inky. So let's do, so the colours I have pulled out are all rainbow colours. I need possibly one, how many have I got? 3, 6, 8. I need possibly one more. Out comes the Blackberry Bliss. So the colours I have pulled out are crushed curry, pumpkin pie, melon mambo, real red, granny apple, Pacific Point, Bermuda Bay, raspberry and Blackberry Bliss. So I am going to start with crushed curry. What is the best way to do this? Probably on blocks. My water. So just a few colours. So we're going to get that inky. And then just dab that. And then you could change the glove over, but I'm going to wipe it clean. Just otherwise I'll go through 27 gloves because of the amount of colours I'm using. And shall we go down or across? What do we reckon? Across, I think. So can we see that it's just inky? Right, melon mambo. Oh, bit splodgy, but that's okay. Bit too inky. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way. Dang. Right, I will go. That's okay. I will go with a darker orange there. That's okay. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So if we have terracotta tile, then we can lose one of the purples off the end of the an orangey red. I've gone maybe out of sync a little, but that's okay. We get the idea. So and then we've got Pacific Point. This is just Whisper white paper, by the way. This is not watercolour. And if you want to see some beautiful poppies being inked in this way, go and check out Kim's page. So it's Kim Fee. And it's Simply Fairies. Right, let's... that one. And then purple. I might just use that in there. Cool, huh? So let's do a little bit more green. Oh. It's got a bit wrinkly. I've still got ink all over my fingers. And maybe a little bit more orange. And that's the red, isn't it? So just darken up that red a bit, just so it's makes it look distinctly darker than the other one. So there you go. That's all the inkiness done. And I'll leave the blocks with the colours on for a minute, just in case we want to do any more colouring. Otherwise I'll just wash them off. So that's those. And then yes, Angie. So there's however many more left to go. And again, that was not my idea. That was totally Kim's. Yes, I could use, yes, I'm going to, that's why I thought I could do something with those, because there's all that ink left over. So, oh, put a bit of light on the situation. That's maybe a bit better. So let me trim this down a little bit and a little bit on that side. And then we can grab some black, because whoop, whoop, I've got a new pen. Cool, huh? So we need some sentiment or some such something to go. So we need like a long sentiment to go along the middle. Hadn't thought that far. How about another reason to buy the set, Jacqueline? How about sending positive thoughts or hugs, prayers, love? We could do, I like the sending positive thoughts because it's a long sentiment. So let's do that. Well, yes, I could. It could always do with a little bit of twine, couldn't it? Let's see where we go with this. So, I know it's a classic, but let's do white embossing on the black. And we can do... The Label Me Bold would be nice. That's a good shout, Donna. See how this turns out. Don't you mean wine? Yes, Okay, let's try. Lots of people are saying label me bold. I think could be a good shout. Maybe not so fussy as this, but let's do both. And then we can compare. So I need a scrap of white as well. We can always use that other sentiment for another card because although I haven't laid this, haven't done this card, I was playing around with the butterflies this morning. Oh, what about in the middle? What do we think? Down the bottom looks quite nice, doesn't it? Or just straight in the middle there. And yeah, I think down the bottom could look quite nice, couldn't it? Or on 3 different, like hello. Oh, we could have hello, hello, hello. What about that? Either down the bottom there. And then ah, so sweet, Pam. She says, every time I fussy cut something, I think of Emma. See, that's what I was thinking, maybe across the middle like that. What do we think? Do we like this or lots of hellos? Oh, I'm getting thumbs up. Do we like that? Let's have those. We'll definitely use the sentiment on another card, so it won't go to waste. Both look good. Right. It's like a game of chess. We'll definitely go with one in the middle. Let's do mini dimensionals. I've just tucked somewhere here. My hands on the mini dimensionals. I only ever seem to pick up big ones, and when I want big ones, I only can find mini ones. And what do I think? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. And then let's stick that onto it does need a little something. Quite like it, just really plain, like not plain but flat, and like with the squares it's like, yeah, I quite like that. Right, let's do a little tidy up. So we could put that on. Ooh, nearly. One of the wheels of my chair's broken, so depending on which angle, I've got 5 little feet thing. Depending on which angle I lean off my chair, one of these days I'm going to go clunk. And it'll probably most likely be during the Facebook Live, because it wouldn't be when I'm on my own, would it? Need to get it fixed, really. There you go. That can go on there. And then cam on glue. I know you've got loads at the Etsy. I knew you had loads in there. There we go. And then we need to do something with this little sentiment and the leftover inks that we've got on the block. So let's do like a rainbow of splodges. I'm going to see if I can get them all on one piece of paper without having to dry them in between. It could go really well, or it could go brown. I think it's probably where it could potentially end up. That's got loads of blue in it. Let me... let's keep that sentiment. So we've still got loads. I'm going to use a different brush. I need to run that through the tap, I think. So yellow, orange, I might just dry that because that's going to suddenly run and I don't want it to. The oh, the blue one again. Never mind, that's fine. I'll soon pick up the. See, that's gone. Red, and then let's dry that. Hey Kelly. Jackie says, is it regular? This isn't. No, this is watercolour. Regular Whisper White's fine for that because it's just getting touches of the water, whereas this, I'm chucking a lot of water on it. The regular Whisper White would probably, or would definitely go bumpy. Similar to the background we did the other evening, or whichever evening it was, but just lots more colours. And then we want some purple, but I'm just going to dry. So bright, isn't it? Cheery. Just what we need right now. A rainbow of colours. Right, and then lots of purple. Just a touch of purple there at the bottom. Might even put a little bit of Blackberry Bliss in that because it'll just pick up some of the darker tones. Better. So let's dry that final bit. Really don't want that going too far. Paper going everywhere. So when it dries on the spot like that, you get those lovely lines. How cool is that? Gotta love a rainbow, right? That is pretty nifty. So now we've got our coloured background. I had a play around and I had fussy cut out some butterflies earlier. So I had done exactly the same process for these, but then snip them all out. So I was going to maybe attach these to, I had a black kind of swirl in mind, but as we've now done this rainbow, we might just be able to pop these butterflies on as if they're kind of coming out of the page like that. What do we think? So let's do, thanks. And then we can use this lovely sentiment, sending positive thoughts, and just have that tucked. So sort of 4 a piece, but not So, like so. Right, let's do this with, I'm going to stick them on with glue dots just because then you don't have that sticky, splodgy thing going on. So let's stick down the sentiment first, actually. Oh, thanks. I wanted to do a rainbow. Just it's like the kids are putting them in the windows and they're sending them to the hospitals and all that sort of stuff. But I thought when I saw the TGIF challenge was a rainbow, I was like, yes, I am definitely, that's tonight's Facebook Live sorted. And sometimes, Tanya, I wonder if it does. But, you know. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but creatively kind of, yeah, dream up these things whilst having a shower or cooking the dinner. Right. Let's have that over there. Oh. I feel like I might need a glue dot order. I need to check my supplies, but I'm feeling slightly anxious that I might be down to like my last roll or so. So that's my essentials going to be. Essential crafting. Not necessarily essentials, but which way do we want these? Like that maybe? Don't want to hide the sentiment. Ah, you're so sweet. I wish I could craft all day. That one. How pretty are those? So Jacqueline, I'm probably going to go back on what I said. If you didn't think you needed this butterfly, you probably do. But you could definitely, you could do it. That would definitely still work with this set as well. So if you don't have that particular one, then you could do it with this set as well. They just would be slightly bigger on the page, or you could go for the smaller one, so you could swap it out. Right, let's do some black layer. How big did I cut that card? So let's trim. Should have done this before. A little bit of that. Let's not get any butterfly wings. Just be mindful that I don't chop a butterfly off. And then 10.2 and slither of black. There we go. I know the butterflies are just not the same. No, they're probably not. Yes. Linda says bling. Let's go all the way and add some sparkle. If you're going to have butterflies and rainbows, you've got to have sparkle, haven't you? It's just what's needed. Right. Oh, not wipe that on my trousers. Love that they've still got movement with the glue dots. Love that. Right. Let's do. I've got those ones, but I think what we need is just plain. And where are my rhinestones? I've got, yeah, it's gonna be plain, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna. I think I saw. Bust open a new packet. So the Noble Peacocks have got some cool colours on, but I think I just want them to not mess with the rainbow colours. And put some sparkles. Just in amongst. What do we think? Fiona said, did I fussy cut the butterflies? Yes. Don't worry, you didn't blink and miss it. I did it before I came on the live. But there is currently coordinating dies that go with this set. They are not in the catalogue. So this set's in the spring occasions, January, June catalogue. These coordinating items, am I right in saying these are still available, or is someone going to correct me? I'm hopeless with time frames on these things. Are these now gone, or are they still available? Don't get too excited, they might not be available. There was, or maybe is, a die that fits it. I need to check myself on that. I can't remember which day of the week it is, let alone whether that offer is still current. Pam says they're available. Woohoo! Okay, cool. So there is a frame and there is a butterfly die that fits. So, and then this one fits the foliage, and then you've got the leaf that fits, and you've got an extra, oh not leaf, feather, extra foliage, extra flowers, extra frame. A really nice set of dies. And Kim says, while stocks last, I think. Yeah. So if you like the set, you'd like the dies, now's the time to treat yourself. Right, let's put those on a card. So 10.5. And let's put that onto a card base. And we are done. And they weren't too difficult to fussy cut out, if I'm honest. But then, you know, that's me saying that. Someone else might have a different opinion. There we go. Right, let me turn you lovelies back around. Ah, thanks, Jacqueline. Oh, nearly. We're still attached. Just checking. Just checking. There we go. So we've got some rainbow loveliness for this evening. Something to cheer us all up. I will take photographs tomorrow and I will put them up on my blog, and I will share the replay of this on YouTube, as well as you can watch any of the replays on my Facebook Live as well. So thanks for joining me, and I will be back with more throughout the week. So for those who jumped on through the live, just as a bit of a reminder in case you didn't hear me at the beginning, I have some online classes available on my thanks everyone, there's little hearts going up. I've got some online classes available now on my website, so coastalcrafter.com. You go to book classes, book a class, and then there is online classes. So there is coffee and a card for April, just £5 for the whole month. Come join us, chat, craft, live. There's no kits to go out with those, but it's just extra coffee and card lives, and that's Friday mornings at 10:30. So not that great for you guys the other side of the world, or in the US timing wise, but you'd still be welcome to come along and watch the replays. And the April classes are kits to go, so my normal in-person classes will be packaged and posted out to you, just not stamped images. You'll know which stamp sets it is in advance, so you can either buy them yourself, you can purchase them from me, or you can have a go with the class with the stamps that you've got in your stash, and sort of trade out and use your supplies that you've got. And then there is an online version available as well. So the April classes will run live on the 17th and the 25th of April, so you've still got time to book on and order stamps if you want to craft along with us. So that's all from me. I will put a link up on my page for the link to the classes, and I will see you for some impromptu lives, I feel, over next week. Stay safe everyone, take care, lots of love, bye.